Hi, so welcome to day 4, Mature Perceptions. Okay, I'll share the PowerPoint. I think that's always the first time I've done this, right? All right, so professional maturation or mature perceptions is the topic today. And I would like to start, as we always do, with a 4-minute meditation. This one's by Tara Brach, who's a psychologist and the founder of Insight Meditation. So find a comfortable spot and rest your eyes and listen. Coming to stillness and feeling the simplicity of your body breathing, taking a nice full deep in-breath. Now extending the in-breath and filling the chest and lungs, and a slow out-breath. Feeling the sensation of releasing the breath, relaxing outward, letting go. And again, breathing in, filling the chest and lungs, and slow out breath, releasing, letting go. Letting go. One more time, inhaling deeply, filling the chest and lungs, and a slow out breath, relaxing outward, letting go, and allowing the breath now to resume its natural rhythm. Relaxing with the inflow, with the outflow, beginning to gently scan down the body, relaxing the brow, letting it be smooth, softening the eyes, letting the jaw unhinge, relaxing the tongue down to the root, letting the shoulders fall away from the neck, feeling the shoulders from the inside out, sensing a dissolving sensation, ice to water, water to gas, letting the hands rest in an easy and effortless way. Softening the hands, feeling the inside out play of sensation there. Letting the chest be open, letting the heart relaxed, sensing an openness to the chest. Softening the belly and letting this next breath be received in a softened belly. This breath. And now this one. Relaxing deep in the torso, feeling the length and the volume of the legs, feeling the sensations inside the feet, and then widening the lens to the sense of the whole body as a field of a sensation, including the arising and passing of sound. Listening to and feeling the whole moment-to-moment experience. Sensing in a relaxed and gentle way the movement of the breath, this background of aliveness, resting in a relaxed and awake presence. So in day 1, we talked about self-regulation, which was relaxing the body. And part of what we can do is self-regulation and creating a calm body that is functioning within the parasympathetic nervous system dominance. This leads to comfort and clearer thinking. And today we are going to talk about harnessing the power of our thoughts. So perceptual maturation, things I wish I learned in school. Change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. That's Dr. Wayne Dyer. And we can change our thoughts to be happier in and out of work. Nothing has to change in the workplace for our work experience to change. We can change. We can examine our perceptions. We can empower ourselves to become more resilient, competent, and satisfied with our work. Instead of overwhelmed and stressed out, we can be excited and challenged. It is not our environment that causes stress, it is what happens inside of us. So this is about our thoughts, and please look at the resource document. We're going to go through these very fast. There are a lot of resources about all the topics. So when we reframe our thought processes, they can stick, sometimes with just a little practice. Can you see the arrow in the FedEx sign? What about a horse? Can you see the horse? How about now? Can you see the frog? Can you see them both? So let's talk about some of these ideas. The aim is to go from reactive to intentional, into an internal locus of control. So maturation is the ability to move our attention from what is beyond our control to what is within our control. What do you have control over? And what does that mean you don't have control over? So number one, demand versus choice. I have to have this report in by the end of the day. I have to finish charting. I have to do X, Y, Z. Viewing tasks as demands can be perceived as threatening. There are no demands on any of us. We are always at choice. We can choose to do all work-related tasks, especially the undesirable ones. And this simple shift in perception can significantly lessen the stress. While you're evolving on this path, you can just, to acceptance, you can just try. I choose to complete my report because whatever, or I choose to because I don't want the consequences of this. I get to do this. I like that better. I get to do this. I can do this. I can do this. Yes. All right, let's go to the next one here. So outcome driven versus principle based. So we aim for outcomes, but recognize outcomes are often beyond our control. So we focus on process, our present behavior. I will give each present patient the best care I can. That was always challenging too, because we can do our best, but we can't always get the outcomes we want. Things are not under our control. So focus on the process, our behavior. And relinquish entitlement and secondary gains. I'm guilty of this. So what is a secondary gain? Gives us status, provides us with an outlet for our frustration. People feel sorry for us because we've worked so hard. And what does that gain cost us? In relationships with our family members, team workers, colleagues, frustrations, and distance between those we would want to have as friends. So we are not victims of our work. We competed to be in our positions. We chose our work and our jobs. And we can embrace the workplace as an opportunity to practice these principles and become a stronger person. Can you identify any entitlements that you secretly hold on to because of the sacrifice you make in caring for others? Because I'm so busy and stressed, I expect others to understand I can't go to that social commitment like they would want me to. My spouse should understand I go through all of this and he should take care of the problems in the household. And I'm sorry, I noticed that I'm talking a lot about she's in this. I realize there are a huge number of wonderful male nurses, and I want to say every day I think about this, and I'm very sorry that I do tend to go with my own personal, I'm a female. I recognize, I see you. So, okay, I lost my place. I was thinking about secondary gains. Okay, so yeah, I can't do this. You're going to have to do this. I have work to do. What's the next one? Oops. So acceptance, understanding system issues and practicing acceptance. We are not in danger when more is asked of us than we are able to give. Am I in danger right now? If not, relax the body. And if you are in danger, it's probably even more important to relax the body so you can have that peak cognitive and motor functioning. So mindfulness, calm body, observing mind, non-judgmental, curious beginner's mind. You're the one who notices your thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, and external happenings. Take notice often of the thoughts that are going on, your body's reactions, and how others are acting. Notice familiar patterns, those thought buses that you may have ridden on many times before, and you know where they go, and decide, do you want to jump on that thought bus again or look for a better one? I know that I've done that. Resentments, worries. I'm trying to stay off of those thought buses. I want to be present for my life. So when you're walking the dog, walk the dog. When you're watching a video, watch it. Don't just have it on while you're doing something else. I'm talking to myself here too. All right, monotasking, presence, not multitasking. I kind of jumped ahead to that already. But when we're not caught up in our thoughts about the past or the future, our full attention is on the experience and not autopilot. I think I was on autopilot for a minute there. So practice reorienting yourself to here and now, simply being present. Keep your attention on following through with a single activity before moving on to the next. Beginner's mind. Less I know and more curiosity and open-mindedness. How can I improve myself in this situation? How can I make things better for others around me? What is there to learn here? And cultivate powerful emotions, gratitude, loving kindness, service, goodwill. Every relationship, work, and personal outcome improves when the brain is positive first. Here are some ideas. You could pick one of these habits and try it for the next 21 days or 3 days, whatever. So number 1, write down 3 new things you're grateful for each day and why they happened or what was good about it. Write for 2 minutes describing one positive experience. Now these are helpful because they help you start to scan the world for meaningful good things. Exercise for 10 minutes a day. This is wonderful for your brain and body. It just can start an upward spiral of success. Meditate for 5 minutes, just feeling your breathing going in and out. And this helps you learn to monotask, develop focus and persistence. And write 1 quick email in the morning thanking or praising someone. This can significantly increase our feelings of social support, identify what a team member does well, and tell them about it, or their supervisor. So resilient people feel as many negative emotions as less happy people. Often very intense emotions, but they have more positive emotions like kindness, amusement, creativity, gratitude, which help build resiliency skills and internal resources. Self-validation versus other validation. Relinquish expectation of acknowledgement and appreciation. When we need external validation, human interactions can be perceived as threatening when we are overly sensitive to others' evaluation of us. So notice subtle ways you may seek validation from supervisors, some not so subtle, co-workers, patients, children, or family members. Wanting external validation can make us hypersensitive and reactive. It can lead to competition, polarizing, being contemptuous, not speaking up when you need to, or isolating. So on your transition home, identify 3 things you did well at work today for you. So personal development is learning to live with grace versus brute force. Intentional, principle-based behavior. And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. On the pathway to intentional living, we can learn to use relaxation and elegance rather than willfulness to muscle our way through the day. People who are suffering stress and sustained sympathetic nervous system dominance might be reactive, impulsive, compulsive, snarky, complain. but down-regulating to that parasympathetic nervous system dominance allows us opportunity to decide how do we want to handle the present situation. We want to use our values and being intentional and self-regulate. So we want to maintain integrity, becoming aware of our intention, cultivating presence, and remembering our personal commandments or the code we want to live by while engaging in our everyday workplace activities. So we build confidence as we reconnect to our mission and our purpose that brought us here to serve. Our self-worth is internally validated, and we maintain connection to our own inner wisdom. So background is I did listen to the program by Dr. Eric Gentry, and programs are great. I've been to many. And then I tend to forget about it because we get so immersed in the habits of life. But having a way to incorporate the ideas we want to be a part of our life and practice them, that will make them ours. So I hope you will give these ideas a try. Every day we're talking about different ones. Here's today's. We suggested the 1-minute morning ritual. And if you want to keep going, if you want to start or continue a journaling practice, send me an email and I will send you an email with a journaling reflection prompt 5 days a week for 8 weeks, starting in June. So some of the awareness reflection questions will be from me and from other sources, which I will cite. Various books, courses, programs, and we'll try to make it flow and use each of these week's ideas. Tomorrow's values, purpose, and mission, the self-care, noting our emotions, and the softer side-by-side emotions. So thank you. Now you can end this now, or if you want to stay on for another meditation, I have one. It's called Safe, Resourced, and Connected. It's a longer one, but I found that even after I did it one time, I remembered these words, that I'm safe, I'm resourced, and I'm connected, and it's helped me numerous times. So if you want to stay on, we're going to do this one. So with your eyes open or your eyes closed, begin by bringing attention to your body and all the sensations that make up the experience that we call body. All those thousands of sensations coming and going from head to toe across the surface of the skin and also within the body. All the different sensations within the body related to the muscles, bones, sensations of relaxation or tension, perhaps aches or pains we might be experiencing, or the movement of the breath with each in-breath. The diaphragm muscle contracting and pulling down the lungs, feeling the lungs expand with the air and the rib cage expanding, the belly rising. And then on the out-breath, the diaphragm muscle relaxes. The rib cage returns to its smaller size and the belly begins to fall, and so forth. And that whole sensitive experience that we call the breath, just silently tuning into that. And if you notice your mind wandering somewhere, gently bring it back. Every time it wanders, it's an opportunity to gently bring it back and see that you can develop present moment awareness of the body and the breathing. And that functions as an anchor, helps us to be more present to our present moment experience. So let's work with that for just a little bit, and I'll guide you into the safe, resourced, and connected contemplation, which we will do within the foundation of intentional mindfulness of the body and mindfulness of breathing. This will end up being a 90-second meditation that you can do several times a day if you want, and it can absolutely change your life. Just let your breath find its own natural rhythm. We're not trying to control the breath in any way. And just be curious about your present moment experience of being alive in the body, breathing. Just feeling whatever you can feel from head to toe, inside and out. Anytime you notice the mind wandering in any kind of distraction or thinking, just gently bring it back and come back with the intention to make it a gentle effort to stay with the body and the breathing. In doing your best to stay with the breath and the body, I'm going to invite you to contemplate 3 things. In other words, to intentionally focus on 3 things. And the first one is right here, right now, we are safe. Right here, right now, you're safe. Hopefully you're doing this in a place where you feel relatively safe. Just bearing in mind that right here, right now, you're safe. You can repeat that to yourself again and again. Right here, right now, I'm safe. Or simply, I'm safe. Safe and okay. Now, contemplating something like that, like safety, can bring up memories of the times when you didn't feel so safe. And that's fine. If those are coming, let them come and go as they will. Keep bringing your attention back to the fact that yes, right here, right now, I'm safe. Keep repeating that to yourself within the context of being aware of your body and your breath so that your nervous system can begin to relax a little bit more and take in the fact that right here, right now, I'm safe. As you're breathing this quality of safety into your nervous system, into your brain and your muscles and your bones, really all the way down to the marrow of our bones. Right here, right now, I'm safe. I'm okay. Physically safe, emotionally safe. I'm okay. Right here, right now, I'm safe. Okay, building on that, we will invite the second contemplation. Right here, right now, my basic needs are met and resourced. Right here, right now, I'm resourced. I have what I need: food wants, shelter, facilities, water. My basic needs are met. I'm okay. So keep repeating that. Something to yourself that makes sense, that allows you over time to begin to really feel this quality of feeling resourced, to feel it in your body, your mind, and your nervous system. Right here, right now, I'm resourced. Again, contemplating such an idea could bring up memories of times when you didn't feel resourced. Perhaps you were struggling and worried. And that's fine, and you can let those memories come and go and just come back to it. Yes, right here, right now, I'm resourced. In this moment, I'm resourced. I can actually allow my nervous system, my brain, to enjoy a moment of actually feeling okay, feeling resourced, feeling safe. I'm resourced right here, right now. Keep focusing on that in whatever way works for you, in repeating a simple statement. You're feeling your body and your mind and your nervous system relaxing into the state of feeling resourced, feeling safe, and feeling resourced. And so building on those first two, we'll do the third and final contemplation, which is right here, right now, I'm connected. I'm connected to other human beings. I have people in my life. So bearing in mind your loved ones, your close friends, the people you depend on, the people that depend on you, your close colleagues, and really sense them close to you and see them in your mind's eye and feel that sense of being connected. Right here, right now, I'm connected. There are people that have my back, and I have their back. And this is the opposite of feeling isolated or alienated. And of course, we all experience a loneliness in life, and we have times when we feel lonely and so forth, and our relationships aren't always connected perfectly the way we would want them to be. We know that, but nonetheless, we are connected. We're part of an interdependent web of caring relationships. So really taking in all that right here, right now, I'm connected. Just continuing to stay with the body, stay with the breathing. Consciously breathing these qualities into our nervous system, into our brain, into the very marrow of our bones. Safe, resourced, connected. Let's complete the exercise by taking 3 long, deep breaths. Fill the belly and the chest all the way to the uppermost part of the lungs. Just let the breath roll out at its own pace. Feeling safe, resourced, and connected. 1 long, deep breath. Safe, resourced, and connected. And then another. Safe, resourced, and connected. And then one more. Safe, resourced, and connected. Okay, thank you. So that was kind of an elaborate form of the practice that you could learn it, and we can do anytime, taking a moment to do it. Neuroscience says that we need to hold positive experience in short-term memory for 12 to 20 seconds for it to sink in. So if you even give it 30 seconds, let's say we spend 30 seconds on feeling safe and doing this at a time when we basically feel safe, which obviously we do most of the time. Really in our lives, our brain isn't feeling that way because we've been conditioned to feel unsafe. But in reality, most of the time we're safe. And so depending on your situation, and there may be times when you're not feeling so safe, but spend 30 seconds on acknowledging and owning the quality of feeling safe, 30 seconds on feeling resourced and our basic needs are met, and 30 seconds on feeling connected, bringing to mind the people we feel close to in our life and feeling that sense of being connected. So you have a 1.5-minute exercise, and we can find that 90 seconds a couple times a day. And over a period of time, you actually begin reprogramming the brain so that we'll be more resilient and able to respond to a crisis just fine, less triggerable. And to ordinary things we don't have to be quite so worked up about. And we operate our lives with more balance and a greater sense of control, really putting ourselves in a leadership position in our own life so that we can be a leader with ourselves and with others and have more balanced relationships. All right, thank you. Thanks again.